Welcome back to Bengals on the Brain, presented by fans of Cincy. Bengals versus Lions film review. I want to focus on the offense in today's Bengals on the Brain because, that's the key. They're working under center. The offense is what's going to run this thing. We'll have other smaller film reviews. This is all cut up from the live stream that we did day after. If you're interested, that'll be available for subscribers. It's like 2 hours. If you just want the recap, this is the show for you. Let's jump in now. There's defenses are still scared. Why was that ref on the ground? What in the hell? Tripped over Dylan Fairchild. You know, I like to clip when refs do funny things. I can't believe we got one already. Okay. Even Burrow checks and gives him the thumb up. He's smiling. Burrow's like, you good? You good? We're good. All right, let's start it. Motion with Cam Grandy out there. And then we're going to hit this right here, right? We're going to hit this hole right here, so I want to see. Okay, so Drew Sample's coming against the grain. This is something the Bengals really added lately to the run game was, we saw a lot of this. Eric All coming against the grain. The Bengals wanted to really lean on that in 2024. And a lot of the runs went that side, and now they go opposite of that in a lot of ways. They've also started to attack it too. They have got more balance is what I want to say, because they do a lot more things. But let's watch here. Looks like Ted Karras and Dalton Risner really taking care of that nose, driving him back, and getting him out of there. Ideally, Reisner's able to give this guy to Karras completely. I think Karras is trying to get to the linebacker. The linebacker takes really shadows the running back really well. Goes inside of that. Chase Brown just puts his head down, picks up 5. We'll take 5 yards on first down all day long. Back under center. 3 wide receivers this time. So let's see if the Lions adjust. And they do have a safety up. They did bring this guy up this time. Walked him up. That's great. As the safety rotated that way. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want to see. That's how we can get a play action pass out of it. Press, maybe? No. Okay, he's walking out of that. And there's the play action. Not really, in my opinion, sold by the O-line. They, to me, look like they're still pass protecting, which is fine. We got 3 guys in the route here. Let's see where they go and what they do. As the first guy, is this Yoshi? Did he come in motion? Kind of takes the safety with him. Going to draw the linebacker just slightly. What that's going to do is open up the next window behind him as Jamar deep dig into it, right? We remember this, the big play to Jamar. Great pocket, great window to throw, and you hit Jamar Chase on a 16-yard pass. 20 is considered explosive for passing, 15 for run, but I think a 16-yard pass is very nice to see right away. I liked that's nice. We get a different angle because the broadcast was from the other side. And some people made comments when I posted the clip that this is a terrible fake. Chase Brown was going this way, guys. He saw what's happening here and he breaks off right away. This is an A+ job by Chase Brown. Joe Burrow doesn't change it and try to fake. The fake really isn't what sells it. What sells it to linebackers, because the idea is we're getting linebackers up. We're creating a void between them and the safety, because there's a safety here, and we're going to attack this middle area. We're not trying to, in Madden, you get the other safety to scream up, and then we throw it deep. That almost never happens to get that safety to react that way. What you're really trying to do is attack and widen the void between linebacker and safety. And what the linebackers are reading a lot of times is the O-line. Their first read is O-line. They will peek and see the quarterback giving the play fake. They're not really watching that running back until they are. You have your vision, but you got your reads and your keys first. You do see everything. It can have an effect on you. But my point is if I can go back actually. So let's watch Mims here take a horizontal step and go and attack this guy. And they're doubling here. that sells more of a run than the play fake does for the linebackers. And watch 53. So 53 right away stepped up and said, oh, it's a run play. And then if you watch him right there, he realizes, oh, it's a pass. But look at what point he realized. It wasn't when Chase Brown broke it off. It's not the fake. It's nothing like that. It's the action of, oh, this is actually a pass set. Let me drop back now. And as Burrow is looking this way, he's trying to move this guy. He wants to get this linebacker to react because he knows he wants to attack that hole. But he can't, that window. He can't if that linebacker is there. So if we can move this linebacker just a bit, so keep your eyes on him just a little bit longer. Burrow is now adjusted. I would say his angle was this way, and now his angle is more this way as Yoshi comes across. And he could be reading 1 and then 2 here. But Burrow seems very deliberate with his eyes, years of watching film, right? And as soon as he got this guy to move, so this linebacker went from here to here. And as soon as he got him to move, Burrow snapped and threw the ball. He processes very quickly. He's always seen things very quickly. And there comes the ball out. And man, that just goes over the hand. You had to move that guy a little bit. If you don't move him, you end up throwing this right to the linebacker. So that's part of, there's been times, like if you remember the play action interception, Patrick Queen versus the Ravens. I wish I had like all these just like in a file and I can hit the button and show you what I'm talking about. Burrow not moving that linebacker, pulling his head up and just ripping it, right? Throwing that ball. You see more, you're looking for these things in evolution for Burrow. Okay, Burrow under center again. We're just spamming this thing. Yoshi goes in motion. Burrow's killing it right there. Kill, kill, kill. And I wonder why, right? If we're saying, what is he looking at? Maybe it's because 2 deep safeties. So let's run the ball. Maybe this was a play action pass again. Maybe it was a different play completely. No, a different run play. I should have said there. This looks like very similar to what we just ran. We get Karras and Mims to the second level. Drew Sample's falling down. Chase Brown picks up 4 yards. All right, there's the kill, kill, kill. Sample steps off the line, make sure his receiver moves up. Sample, very smart player. Okay, really showing outside zone type running here. Everyone's stepping more horizontally. Drew Sample coming across, I assume, to get the defensive end. So again, like I said, very similar to the run we just had. If it's a wide zone, this guy is the guy outside. You go to your next read here, which is this defensive tackle. If he gets outside, we're going to go to the next hole. So let's see if we can get it really quickly. Yep. I think he's already off of that, already off of this, and he wants to cut against the grain completely. So 1, 2, 3. If the helmets are on that side, we're cutting back. He has to avoid a little bit there. Let's watch Ted Karras, actually. Let's watch Karras get to the linebacker. Can he get to 45? No, 45 dips around him. Is that Devin White? Devin White used to wear 45. Devin White's made a couple nice run plays. Is that Devin White? Former Bucks, LSU? I didn't know if he was with, but he wore 45 before, and his last name's White. It says D White down here. Potentially. Okay. And then Mims is going to go up and try and get 53. Let me know if that's Devin White. Mims does get a hand right to the face of that linebacker. Watch Mims. I don't watch Sample come across. This is all evaluation. That's why I love preseason. It's not about what happened. It's about how it happened. Okay, I saw Sample on the ground. I was too harsh. He did get his guy down. Devin White, though, at the tackle made Ted Karras miss. All right, we're under center. 2 tight ends down at the bottom, 2 wide receivers at the top. This is when Burrow takes the sack. So here's the sack play. Okay, there we go. It is Devin White. Thank you, Del Roth. Okay, this is what I thought happened. So when Jake and we watched this play before we went and did our Locked On Bengals last night. So if you're looking for a full picture of everything, check out Locked On Bengals. But what I thought was, okay, they've only got 3 guys in coverage based on how many guys are up here. We could see that, right? The TV screen cut us off here. There's only 3 guys in coverage, which means one of the Bengals receivers should be one-on-one. T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. How does this ball not get thrown? And I said to Jake, well, if they're in the exact same area, by the time Burrow's ready to throw, he hits his back foot there. If they're in the same area, you're not getting that advantage. So let's see the route a little bit more here. I want to go back and see. Oh, so they are going to the same area. So you're killing your advantage here. This is Zach Taylor. Or unless somebody ran the wrong route. Like, you have an entire open field here. Why isn't Jamar like just making this guy chase him? Let's throw this thing up. Instead, the one safety is now over top of both guys because we're going to the outside. And even then, Burrow, like, can we trust to throw this? You can't, because you would have to lob it. So if Burrow was like, you know what? I'm just going to take Jamar's the one-on-one here because he's the shorter. But if I lob it, this safety can get there and make that play. So that's why this sack happens. This makes a ton of sense now. It wasn't that guys aren't open. You have a one-on-one. You just killed the one-on-one advantage here. Like, break it off right now. Bang. Let's go. Get that ball out. Get Jamar Chase one-on-one with us, and maybe that safety can make a play. Let's see if this guy can make a tackle. Right? This corner here, I tried to circle him. That was terrible. I'm getting amped up. Let's make this corner tackle Jamar one-on-one. If you catch him in stride across the middle, bang. What are we doing? Why are they both stemming that way into the same spot? And Chase Brown ultimately here is going to release this way. So we've got this, and we've got this. We're just cutting the field in half for Joe Burrow? Why? Remember the Madden vision cone? Joe Burrow's is like this. We're treating him like he's got Josh Allen vision cone. That's a shot. Josh Allen with the number one decision making. This ball's supposed to come out right now. And Jamar's got this guy trailing. Like, this is what you want. So this sucks. Looking at it, maybe it's not like Jamar shouldn't be the focus here. Maybe T is supposed to take that safety. Maybe T is supposed to break inside. I've got a lot of questions. And so maybe T should take the safety with him. And then Jamar, bang. I mean, that'd be open all day too. But either way, it can't end up with both guys running in the same direction with one single eye safety. You took away your one-on-one advantage here for one of these receivers. Should have gotten it. Let's see if I can see any reaction from the receivers. Sometimes you can tell after a play the way they react. They may, you might see one of them clap like, I misread that, or point to the other one. Right. It looks like somebody is on a wrong route, because why would you design it that way? Good. To me, this is good protection because the ball should be coming out at this time. If you watch this guy, he's going to hit Reisner and then loop inside, as I think the linebacker is going to loop this way. So it's a good scheme up pass rush here in this situation. Reisner is going to try to follow him. You can't follow the guy multiple gaps over. That ball should be out. I didn't see Burrow. He did pump this at some point. He was going to go to Chase Brown. Brown's getting locked up here. They'll talk about that play a bunch, I bet. Oh, we're going vertical on everything. That's right. Because he's just going to quickly get this thing down to Samaje Perine. That's why it's hard to take a sack. That's why play action on second down can be tough, because you cannot take a sack there, because it puts you in third and long, which the conversion rate on third and long is crazy low. So you're basically killing your drive on second down by taking a sack. And because that's a 7-step drop, that's a 9-yard sack. That's not a 3, 4, 5-yard sack. That's a 9-yard sack. If it's a play where it's let's see Orlando Brown Jr. He threw his guy down, huh? I don't get too many chances to, because we'll complain about him in a little bit here. Oh, give him a little fake punch. And dude, that's not an NFL player. Sometimes the player evaluation is just, how athletic is that dude? Tanner Hudson out here on a lot of special teams. I don't know if you guys saw on the sideline, he was walking with Darren Simmons on some plays. Like, watch Tanner Hudson be a captain this year. Special teams captain. All right. We're back on offense. This is the long drive now for the first team offense. Okay. Burrow in the shotgun right away. 2 receivers to the top. Who is at the bottom? That's not Yoshi. Maybe it is Yoshi. It is Yoshi. Was he not wearing green cleats or was that just practice? Okay. We get inside give here. Reisner probably kicked out a little bit too far. They ran this a bunch in the in-stadium practice. And what we've seen a lot of times is this end not even respecting the run at all and going very wide. So it looks like Reisner wants to get out there to meet him and run him around the arc if he can. But the end actually respects the run a little bit here and stays inside and stays home. So I think what Reisner's doing is the correction they've gotten in practice. And this guy just didn't do it. So they're like, okay, which one do you want us to do, coach? You want me to go take this guy and assume he's going after Burrow? Because in games, I'm assuming this guy's going to go after Burrow once they're coached, and this isn't some undrafted guy out of Rutgers, I want to say. Yeah, when you're that wide, I'm assuming you're just going for the pass protection. Can I get one bump on there for Drew Sample? Maybe I can slow this guy down enough. Sample's going to get up here and try and get a linebacker, and so is Fairchild. I want to watch Fairchild here. Fairchild, left guard. Really trying to avoid this D tackle. It's funny, right? Because you would think he's trying to block him. No, the D tackles a lot of times when they're reading run are trying to keep their linebackers free. So you want to disrupt him, slow him down. Sometimes you see him grab the collar. And now Fairchild's like, okay, I can't get there, but maybe I can get there to wall him off for the cutback. Yeah, Reisner's even patting his chest like, I messed up. Jamar Chase in motion. We're in shotgun again here. It looks like we're going to show run again. It is. We're pulling both a tight end and a guard. Linebackers are flowing with it. Dylan Fairchild walls his guy off. Gap's not big enough. Chase Brown tries to run through the arm tackle. Squirts for a couple yards there. Gets gain of 3. I kind of wanted to see if that was an RPO opportunity, actually. I didn't see the receivers on that one. I could go back. I mean, we're running into a loaded box, right? Single high safety. We'd like a little bit better out of Fairchild here. Let's watch Fairchild. Not an easy block because he's got to get in front of this guy, but you're down blocking right here, right in the middle. Let's get 90 out of here. Let's get him to this point, and our pullers are going to seal it on this side, and then Fairchild's got to seal on the inside. That's how you end up with a big hole for Chase Brown to run through. But if you keep an eye on 90 right here versus Fairchild, nice punch to the face. That's illegal, but it is what it is. And then dips around him really well. And you think Fairchild has still walled him off pretty well here at this point. It's not terrible. Our pullers both landed hits on their guys. We'll go back and see what happened. I want to say this is Yoshi blocking, but watch still Fairchild's guy reach around and get hands on Chase Brown. So ideally, let's get him out of there. Now I want to see where the slot guy comes from here. 27 comes in. This might be a really hard block. Is that 27 that ultimately gets there? Yeah, Yoshi's got a tough ask here. He's got to come all the way down. That guy is so inside. Best he can do is try and push him out of the hole, and he gets a piece. So it only goes for 3. I think we could have gotten a better block out of Dylan Fairchild there. All right, shotgun. This is the one where he ends up just checking it down to Sample, right? Tampa 2 coverage. Both safeties go deep. Middle runner goes and opens up to the 3 target side of the offense. So that all makes sense. This lets us know it's Tampa 2 right away. Burrow looks this way first. Did he want Jamar on the out? Because you had it. He didn't stick with it. You've got Chase Brown out wide. I didn't notice this. Let's go back. We go empty. Chase Brown goes out wide here. He draws the corner, which gives the linebacker, I want to say it's the linebacker, on Jamar. We'll have to see the numbers once we start playing it. But I think Jamar ends up with a linebacker here. 45, is that Devin White? I mean, that's all day. Throw it. Bang. Stick with him. Why would you ever come off of it? That's exactly what we want, isn't it? Who is at the top of the screen? All right, there's Gesicki, Drew Sample, and T. Higgins. And by then, Burrow's just out of there. I mean, if he's settled in the pocket, you could probably, we'll have to see what this linebacker is in front. Good thing he didn't take a hit there. Just threw it down to Drew Sample, who gets just enough for the first down. Is this where Orlando Brown trips? We'll watch Orlando Brown real quick. Let's see here. Eyes on Orlando Brown. Oh, yeah, he did. You know what? I don't even say he trips over his feet. Like his left, I don't know what happened. He looks unathletic. That looks right. I wouldn't say he trips. I would say he's tripping. Spin move, though. Let's see it. Spin move. This is an ugly spin move. Just hits him in the middle of the chest. That's a terrible spin move. Okay. What did I want to see here? Burrow's eyes and see how long he sticks on Jamar Chase with a linebacker on him. Right there. I mean, why don't you do it? Comes back. Oh, they dropped 90 into coverage. They dropped the nose into coverage. Burrow probably wouldn't expect that, or else he would just hit T. Higgins right here. So good play by the defense. And they sees that's the nose. I can step up. He could have dove and gotten this, but it's preseason. Did anyone else have any nice blocks? We don't ever talk about Mims because he's so steady. Like, Mims just does his thing. He's got tight end help over there. He's got guard help. So nothing really to say. Step up, Drew Sample, make a play. All right, here we go. Play action. Looking like a wide zone run. Yoshi cutting against the grain from the slot spot here and going this way. We're going to get him open. Let's see. Linebacker stepping up. This linebacker stepping this way. Does anybody see Yoshi from the Lions? Nobody does. Even the boundary guy here was diving in on this run play. Very nice run fake. Wide open. Yoshi turning and cutting upfield for a gain of 9. Let's go. All right. Back to this play. T. Higgins comes in motion here. Everyone really selling. This looks good, man. Like the speed that this guard and this guard are running horizontally with really, to me, sells the run. T. Higgins blocking really sells the run for me. This is why this corner is like, oh, it has to be a run. T is blocking. He didn't release. So this is a really good job up front of everyone selling it in order to get, look at him. Is that Ennis Rakestraw? Just hitting the brakes, skidding. I want to see if someone 90 ends up on the ground here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Karras and Reisner, I feel like have really good chemistry together. When they jumped in, let's give them a nice little chuck. We can't see what's happening on that side of the play anyways. All right, Cam Grandy in the game. We're under center again. Samaje Perine's at running back. And he reads this instantly. Like everything is saying that the run is going to the right? We're bringing a guy over there. Linebackers are flowing with it. And Perine instantly sees what we've got. And this is, I want to go back to this actually, because people brought this up a lot with Trey Hendrickson. Watch the D end on this side, on Orlando Brown Jr. side. It's a potential safety. It's a 27. I don't know who it is. It's not a defensive lineman. Could be. The lineman can wear 27. So, but Trey used to do this a lot. Trey would just still be pass rushing and going wide is what I wanted to write, what I wanted to draw. So Orlando's going to take him out. We're going to block inside, and this is a massive gap for Samaje Perine. I thought the Bengals were hitting it right here, right? Jamar Chase is a little frustrated with his block here. You can see the way he gets up. This is what Jamar looks like when he thinks he probably could have had a better block on that. Watch how he gets up and turns and spins. His arms kind of like hanging like, I probably could have got something. But instant read from Perine. Watch him scan. I'm watching Perine here. See how quickly he sees it right now. Like that's pretty quick to be like, oh, I see where the hole is. And this is manipulating the second level. So you want to hold it as long as you can because you want to get this linebacker to take this step here. You want Devin White to take this block on. You want these guys to start to think you're going either this way or this way. Hold it for as long as you can and then hit it. By then, 93 can't get off and can't reach it and can't make that tackle. We'll take gain of 7 on first. No, that was 2nd and 1. On 2nd down and 1 all day long. We'll take. I don't know if there's a scenario where you, wouldn't take a 7-yard run. 3rd and 9? You might go for it on 4th and 2. All right, we're in shotgun here. Jamar Chase is in the slot. A lot of Yoshi. Not so much a rotation. They talked about how much Dante Myers and Kobe Young were playing. Play action to Samaje Perine. We got Tampa 2 again. No, it's not. They want to play this deep. So let's look at this corner over here. He's going to run with T. And when he does, it's going to leave this giant void down here. Because when I first thought it was Tampa 2, I saw this middle linebacker open up and then I saw the safety split. But then when I saw, and Burrow might have thought the same thing, right? And in versus cover 2, we want to attack the middle of the field. And then he saw the corner over here running so far with T that he's like, oh, nobody's underneath for Samaje. Here you go. Go run, pick up 7 yards again. Again, we'll take 7 all day long. All right, we're under center. We got Kobe Young now in the game. There's Kobe Young. And it is a run. I thought this was going to be a play action opportunity. Because look at these safeties. You're starting to get an extra guy in the box now. We talked about this. And even the free safety here, he is convinced that this is a run. Now, what if Jamar ran behind him? Or, more of like that. You would have one-on-one. And this, you got guys downfield, so maybe it wouldn't work completely. But there's some room there for if this was an actual play action. I don't know where that guy comes from. We'll get it on the other angle here. Oh, I'm sore. We played tennis 2 days in a row, and my arm hurts. All right, let's see here. I want to see the blocking up front. Oh, they dove in front. So watch these two over here. One's going to get Mims too. So they go from here and they dive inside. Used to get this a lot with Sam Hubbard. And especially when the linemen are taking one step out this way, you're going to beat them across their face a little bit. You see Mims like right away, I'm trying to get this guy out of here for you, Chase Brown. And that stuff. So Mims will get a poor grade on that from PFF when those numbers come out. And the linebackers are pretty much replacing those guys. So as these guys are diving in, the linebacker's going to move and fill that gap. And there he is. Yeah, bang. Okay, we got press at the top of the screen here. 3 wide receivers at the bottom. This is the third down play. This is the pressure and hit on Burrow. So just to see what we've got here. Single high safety. We like that. We like that on a third down pass situation. Let's see if it stays. Yeah, it looks like it's staying. Man, we got a single high safety here. Oh, man. Look at the press at the top of the screen. Let's start with that. Let's start with press on Jamar Chase, top of the screen. Jamar wants to get inside. This guy's shaded inside. Look at just the move right there. He's shaded inside, and he's going to give a nice press. Jamar wants to sell like he's going outside. Right there. Like, oh, I'm going outside. I'm going to beat you vertically and deep here. But now I want to get back in. Good job by the corner. Look at Devin White getting out there also. Devin White is moving today. I got to say, Devin White, we should have picked him up. He's moving. I'm only saying that because I said it during the offseason. All right, let's go down to the other side. Obviously, Joe's looking at this and looking at the route combo for these guys. I didn't watch what they were doing, so let's see what we got here. At the point is T. Higgins, and we've got inside is Gesicki. T goes inside here, cutting across the middle, and you ended up with a one-on-one with Gesicki and Yoshi both getting theirs. Oh, good. It's a good route. Mike Gesicki, it's a good route. I see why Joe goes this way. If we got a little protection, this is an easy pitch and catch. Let's watch Gesicki here. Oh, got him to lean inside. Breaks it on him. I mean, he is open. Joe wants it too. He can't get the throw off accurately. That's a really good route by Mike Gesicki. Yeah, it's bold to press Jamar up there, but he did a good job. The ball's not going that way though. Joe wanted the 3 options on the left side right away, I think, right? No, he does look right. My mistake. I was wrong. I didn't look at that originally. I just assumed he went left right away because he was over there pretty quick. We'll get to Orlando Brown in a second here. Yep, he went bang, bang, bang. kind of a double clutch for Burrow. Like he got to Gesicki super late on this. You'll see right there. Like that's the sound of. Can you guys hear my desk rattling when I do that? I'm animated with my hands here. All right, let's get to Orlando Brown Jr. and whatever the hell happened on this one. Fairchild looks like he added some weight. He gets a good jump off the snap here. They are definitely, even on both sides, going wide first rather than back. It's not a vertical set. Doesn't look like a C set. Like these guys are going horizontal and jumping. I think they all... This would make sense if we think we're hitting Jamar on the slant here on third down. Jamar doesn't win his route. Even the O-linemen think this ball's coming out quickly with the way they jump set on him. I need Orlando to get out there still, though. If you watch the comparison between Mims going horizontal first and then absorbing face-to-face, right? Because he's gaining enough depth. He's a better athlete. Much better athlete. He's an elite athlete for his size. So watch him horizontally get out there and get in front of his rusher. Like, does Orlando have the chance to do that? The gap is pretty significantly larger, right? Maybe not significantly, maybe a little bit. We really can't get a chip with the tight end here because Gesicki wants to get into his route. So can Orlando get it? No, he stops his feet there. See, that's the difference is Mims gets one more step, then tries to absorb the contact. Brown goes basically jump set out there and then wants to absorb the contact here. Gets a good shot on him. That's fair right there. Now, can you recover from here and get into your set? No. He flips his hips completely. He opens up completely. Whenever I see your butt facing this way, that's not good. I need the butts facing the quarterback. Well, yours is that way because you're picking the gap inside and you're a little more that way. But we need butts facing the QB. And just runs around the arc on you. Burrow's late on this pass. I will say that. I do think Burrow gets to his final read very late here. Jamar gets jammed. So we don't need that. Jamar getting jammed that way is as bad as Orlando getting beat because it looks like Burrow wanted to go to Jamar. But Orlando looks slow here and looks kind of lazy. I don't want to say that about players when these guys are putting in work that I am not. I'm sitting here on a computer desk. You know what I mean? Doing my thing. But yeah. That's Jamar's got to win it. You're not going to hear that. This is why you watch the show, right? So that was the first team offense. A couple nice plays. Definitely a focus to go under center and win that way and establish that part of the offense. We knew that. It's been a talk all off season. And they had some nice plays out of it. You had to hit Jamar down the middle. You had to play action Yoshi. They had a couple decent runs. It all comes down to that final play, though, where, well, I say two of them, right? The one play action where he takes a sack. I didn't like the route combination at all. I think you're defeating the whole purpose of the entire play action. And then the hit that Orlando Brown gives up and Chase doesn't win on his route and everything is bad. We can't have that. That's how Burrow got hurt in the Jaguars game last year, week 2. Jamar got jammed on a route. The line didn't think the ball was coming out later than that, right? They almost set like they expected the ball to come out quick and it didn't. And that's how you get hits on your quarterback. We don't want that. Not to excuse the offensive line, but Jamar is that dude. He needs to be able to win in all situations, especially when his quarterback is expecting him on third down. So, yeah, that's the film review. If you want a more expanded view, I'm going to have more shorters and cut-ups and plays and highlight plays. If you want a more expanded view, then you want to go to live here. Click the live button on the Bengals on the Brain page here and check it out. And also check out fansofcincy.com if you want to hit an away game trip this year. Going to Spain, you want to tailgate with all Bengals fans, Miami, Houston, Indy, which is a short trip bus ride, party bus to Indy. Sign me up for that. Check out fansofcincy.com. Get started with all that today. Until next time, we got more film reviews. We got more player spotlights and focuses on Bengals on the Brain. Hoo day!